2025 has been an incredible season for a few teams so far in the men's peloton. I'm going to take a look at which team has done well and which teams need to improve so far. And we're going to kick things off with UAE Team Emirates. 16 wins, 8 different riders, winning World Tour races of Down Under, Strade Bianche, and UAE. Are the favourites to win Tirreno. They've got a rider that's up there on GC in Paris-Nice in Joao Almeida. What more can we say? This team used to be a Pogacar only team, but now you can certainly say it's not. Jan Christen's winning, Morgado's winning, Ayuso's winning, and Almeida's winning as well. So plenty of riders that can win for Team UAE. And then you've got Tadej Pogacar, who is just, well, one of the greatest riders of all time. With the riders they have at UAE, they are going to be the strongest team for the classics from Sanremo all the way through to Liège. They've got the likes of Tim Wellens, Antonio Morgado, Jan Christen, Florian Vermeersch, Luna Helegox, Mikkel Bjerg. What a team they are going to have for particularly the Tour of Flanders, but also Milan-San Remo. They are going to go up against, for me this spring, Alpecin-Koenig. They don't have a stronger team, but for me, they've got the two strongest classics, pure classics riders in Jasper Philipsen, the sprinter, and Mathieu van der Poel, the bit of everything. Their battle with UAE is going to define the spring. For me, Alpecin will win Sanremo and Roubaix. I think Alpecin have the strongest team for both of those. For Roubaix, sorry, not Sanremo. And UAE will win Flanders with Tadej Pogacar. Will Tadej Pogacar ride Paris-Roubaix this year? Before the Strade Bianche crash, I would have put it as 90%. Now it's about 70. I don't think he will go. In 22, we saw him fly over the cobbles at the Tour, only to blow up in the final 10, 12k. So at the moment, I think Paris-Roubaix is too hard for him. Strange to say, I know, but I think Mathieu van der Poel and Jasper Philipsen duo would be too much for him over the bulk of the cobbles. I think if he bulks up, I think he can win Paris-Roubaix. Just like in 2024, we have seen Wout van Aert struggle at the start of the road season. Last year and this year, he was a long way behind Mathieu van der Poel in the cyclocross and struggled in the first few road races last year before ultimately crashing at Dwars Vlaanderen. And this year, it's exactly the same. He struggled at opening weekend. He struggled at Classica Jaén. Algarve was up and down. Something's missing in Wout van Aert. I don't know what it is, but I don't think he's declining yet. We saw at the Vuelta how strong he was. I think he's more of a better over 3 weeks than one-day races, and I do not see him winning Flanders or Roubaix this year, or actually for the years to come, without a bit of luck. On to the sprinters now, and the sprints look like they're going to be dominated by Philipsen, Merlier, and Milan. Trading wins as they go throughout the year is what I expect, and that's what we've had from the start of the year. At the moment, Merlier and Milan have the advantage over Philipsen, but we saw in Kuna just how strong the Alpecin lead-out train is with Caden Groves, or if he leads out as well, Mathieu van der Poel. I expect him to have a freer role at the Tour. Who's going to come out on top? Wins-wise, I'm going to go for Tim Merlier this year, the European champion. Onto a team that is absolutely flying at the moment this year, and that is the Ineos Grenadiers. They are racing aggressively. They are winning. They've won 6 races this year already. I count the Algarve sprint that wasn't a sprint. They've got the fastest T-bike at the moment in Filippo Ganna and Josh Tarling. Interestingly, they're doing this all without Dan Bigham, the aerodynamicist, and ex-lead DS Steve Cummings. So, freer role in races. Egan Bernal's back to winning and back to his best. Hopefully he can carry on that once he's fixed his broken collarbone. Tarling's doing well. He's flying at Paris-Nice. Tobias Foss is flying at Paris-Nice. Arnsman's not doing too bad. And bring it on. Ineos Grenadiers are going to do quite well this year by the looks of things. And finally, we have a starting surgeon in Tom Pidcock at Q36.5. he started this year with an absolute bang. 3 stage wins, a GC, and more importantly, he went toe-to-toe with Tadej Pogacar at Strade Bianche. And although he was never going to win, he set the winning move in motion, and he hung in there right until, well, Pogacar wanted to go, basically. But to hang in there and stick with Pogacar is a really real sign of how much stronger Tom Pidcock is in 2025. And I think with his performance at Strada, at the moment in Tirreno and hopefully Sanremo, it probably sums up and gives Q36 the invite to the Giro.